Yo, my people, them CFC with this blue back with another video. It's another Chelsea news update, man, and we got a bag of news to talk about. Filip Jorgensen, Victor Osihmen, Conor Gallagher, as well as Enzo Fernandez. So I hope you guys enjoy the video. Have a wonderful Tuesday and hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, turn on the notification bell so you don't miss any new Chelsea videos from me. And if you are a FIFA gamer, if you like gaming, follow my second account for FIFA uploads as well as football content, just sports related content. So the link will be down below or you can see it above here. So I hope you guys do that one. And yeah, man, now let's get into the news. And I'm going to start off with the best news, most happy news, and that is Victor Osimhen, Romelu Lukaku. So now let's get into it. So Napoli are in ongoing discussions with Chelsea to sign Romelu Lukaku. Chelsea are in talks for Victor Osimhen on a season-long loan plus a buy option as part of discussions for Romelu Lukaku to join Napoli. Napoli have raised a loan option into an obligation for Victor Osimhen. Should Chelsea qualify for the Champions League, that means next season. Victor Osimhen has agreed terms with PSG but is understood to be in favour of Chelsea. Should a club-to-club agreement be reached? Lukaku's potential move to Napoli is being held up by the lack of movement in the Victor Osimhen's situation. And that's just the news regarding Romelu Lukaku and Victor Osimhen. And something that's been reported by Nizar Cancelo, something that's been reported by David Ornstein, and Fabrizio Romano reported the talks between Osimhen and Chelsea yesterday in the effect that Napoli want Romelu Lukaku. Antonio Conte, like I mentioned yesterday, is the Napoli manager, and he's been wanting Lukaku to follow him to literally all of his last 3 clubs. And that's the reason why they want him. But they can't afford to pay the money that Chelsea want. They would rather Chelsea add Lukaku into a deal and get Osimhen and we give money for them to get Osimhen, or just have a season-long loan. But they don't really want to pay the amount of money that we want for Lukaku. On top of that, the Osimhen situation, if they get Osimhen off their books, they could get a big fee, or they can get a lot of his wages off the books. But this is just a thing. It's going to be very difficult. And PSG are not trying to sign Victor Osimhen for the price that Napoli won. Neither was Chelsea. The release clause of 120 million. No one is trying to pay that, which is now the reason why these guys are being like, oh yeah, we can give Osimhen in an option, an obligation on a loan as long as we get Lukaku. Yeah. A month ago, you weren't saying none of that. But now you are, because you know full well you are not going to be getting what they want. Napoli will not get the money that they want, especially not this summer. And for a guy like Victor Osimhen, who has already been left out of their previous match, why? Because he doesn't want to be at Napoli. It's been discussed. The whole reason why, because they were racist to Victor Osimhen. So why does he want to be there? And now these guys are just trying to be like, oh yeah, we're trying to scrape any move. I think the best play for Chelsea right now is to just hold tight and see what happens. Because these guys a month ago were not saying about no loan, none of that. But as the window gets closer and closer to ending, because it ends in like 4 weeks' time now, time is running out, and these guys are going to be trying to scrap anything to get Osimhen off the books, because Conte desperately wants Romelu Lukaku. And that's something that I'm very happy for, because I want this guy to get gone. And if we can somehow get Victor Osimhen, someone who has incredible talent, such a good finisher, whether it's with his feet or his head, no diddy. Like, this guy is an amazing talent, and he's still young and has so many more years at the top level. If we get him, it's going to be a long day. But that's the thing. Will we get him? Who's to say that if Napoli lower their price tag or whatever, that other teams can't come into it? Who's to say that a team like Arsenal, who people would say need a striker, can't come in for him? There's other teams. But the one thing that Chelsea have been saying this whole transfer window, the fact that we want to sign a striker and a winger. The striker seems more feasible. We've been linked to a striker all summer, even though it's been flipping and flopping from different options. But Victor Osimhen, I hope that you can end this transfer window by being Chelsea striker. Regardless of when it happens, I just hope it happens and can get Romelu Lukaku off the books. So that would be good. Any more news that regarding Victor Osimhen, I'll let you guys know. But that's the news from now. Let me know your thoughts and opinions. Should Chelsea sign Victor Osimhen? Will Romelu Lukaku go to Napoli? Will Victor Osimhen come to Chelsea? Let me know down below. But now we're going to move on to Filip Jorgensen, and this is the news regarding him. So, Filip Jorgensen has completed the main part of the medical test, and the contract will be signed soon until June 2030, plus an option until June 2031. Filip Jorgensen is soon going to be a Chelsea player. He's already done his medical, he needs to sign the contracts, and he should be in Chelsea's game for when we play Real Madrid, not Club America, I would assume. So he should be in the squad for the Real Madrid matches after Club America on August the 6th, I believe. And yeah, man, it's going to be a good addition. See what competition he can give to Robert Sanchez. Who will be the number one goalkeeper for Chelsea this season? We are not sure. Sanchez will probably start, but barring any mishaps, Jorgensen could get his chance and could eventually do well. Personally speaking, the goalkeeper department is a big aspect, but considering we are not challenging for the Premier League, it's not the biggest thing, because we've gotten top four with guys like Kepa as our goalkeeper. We don't need the best goalkeeper in the world. We need a goalkeeper that's good, at least and on a decent level, that can help us get into the Champions League next season, because top four is a must. We need someone that can play with the ball well, but also can stop a lot of shots. Because in the Premier League, teams will get opportunities, whether that's 1, 2, or 3, and whether they capitalize on them is based on the opportunities that they get. But in the toughest league in the world, it's not going to be easy to defend. So I really hope that either Jorgensen or Sanchez is prepared to help us keep more clean sheets and to concede less goals. Because last season, our worst defensive period ever in Premier League history, ever. So I would hope that things can change, but we'll have to wait and see. Jorgensen will soon be confirmed as a Chelsea player. So that's the news regarding him. You guys let me know your thoughts and opinions down below. Now I'm going to move on to Conor Gallagher. So Atletico Madrid and Chelsea are now in direct talks for Conor Gallagher. Negotiations underway for package worth around £29 million to £34 million, with add-ons included. Chelsea prefer to sell Conor Gallagher abroad. Now, as many people would have already known, from last summer to the January, Chelsea have been trying to sell Conor Gallagher. Last season, it wasn't necessarily that possible due to injuries, as well as Pochettino wanting Conor Gallagher to remain as a Chelsea player. But if we can get a good amount of money for him, this will become. I'm not going to be someone that says that I desperately want Conor Gallagher to leave, but I'm not going to be saying that, oh yeah, he's a must stay just because he's a Chelsea Cobham graduate. We need players that are going to be competing on the highest level and can do the utmost for Chelsea. Conor Gallagher did have a good season last season, but if we're going to be honest, if all of our team is fit, he ain't playing. We're just going to be honest. He won't be playing. So that's just the thing for me. I would, if we can get 40 million plus, that's calm. If we can sell him to Atletico Madrid, it's even better, because we don't have to worry about playing against him this season, because we're not in the Champions League and we don't play in Spain. So this is just the good news. A lot of fans are gonna be like, oh, we shouldn't sell him. Da, 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 da. People come, people go. It's just how it goes, man. But I'm just gonna be waiting and seeing what happens, because there's no guarantees that he's definitely gonna leave. It's just the club. We all know they are trying to sell him, especially because you can get that pure profit from him, which can help us out in the FFP guidelines for future years to come. So yeah, man, you guys let me know your thoughts and opinions down below. You want Conor Gallagher to leave Chelsea? Yes or no? Let me know down below. Now we're going to move on to the last news, and this in regards to Enzo Fernandez. So now look at this. So Enzo Fernandez has now joined pre-season with Chelsea. Willie Caballero tried to calm the situation. A handshake and turning the page of his teammates is expected. A sanction against Enzo is not ruled out. And this is literally just news that has recently come out. The Enzo apology and donation. At least one player involved is understood to have appreciated the initial talks. Chelsea have been impressed with Enzo's behaviour since he returned and will match donation. The matter is now internally considered closed. So that's just the news on Enzo Fernandez. And I haven't necessarily reported on it, but you guys must have heard it by now. After Argentina beat Colombia in the Copa America final, they're on the bus. Enzo has gone live on his Instagram live, and it's like they're just singing a song which is racist. And I'm gonna say this from now: I do not condone racism. I appreciate Enzo Fernandez as a player, but I'm not gonna be sitting here and say that he's right for doing what he did. For any ramifications that come after it, he has to firm it because he has to understand his actions. You are a grown adult. And these are things that shouldn't be happening. I understand it's the euphoria and celebrating, but it shouldn't really be done because France have nothing to do with the Copa America. But I just don't necessarily like the fact that how it's always just about Enzo, when there's bare people on the bus. That's why I haven't really said anything too much. I've just been waiting to hear this news, to see what the club says, because the only thing that really matters to me is the fact that the Chelsea players coexist. Not everyone has to be best friends. You don't have to be, but you need to be able to work together to go out on that pitch and be better than the other team. That is the main thing. And now, this could be just PR. This could be just the things that we want to hear, but we shall soon see. The Premier League season will start within the next 3 weeks. And we are going to be seeing a lot of games soon enough with Enzo playing. So we're going to be seeing if anything has changed, if the players are going to pass to him or anything like that. But hopefully, everyone can be grown adults, everyone can be mature, everyone can do what needs to be done to help Chelsea get back to where we need to be, which is the best team, a winning team, competing for the major honours. And that's the main thing. But hey, my people, that's going to be the news from me today. There could be a potential video later, but I doubt it. But yeah, you guys let me know your thoughts and opinions on Filip Jorgensen, Victor Osihmen, Lukaku news, Conor Gallagher, as well as Enzo Fernandez. Let me know down below. Enjoy the rest of your day, and I'll catch you guys on another video. I'm CFC Redis Blue, and I'm out. Peace. Come on, Chelsea. Come on, Chelsea.